good afternoon to all. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in commentary today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for such a warm introduction. I'm sure I don't need to tell you just how much I'm looking forward to the day's play.
Thanks, Alison. We're going to go down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
They'll have a bat. Well, I didn't see that coming. Must have a lot of faith in their batting lineup. I reckon I would have thrown the ball to my bowlers to start with.
So here we go, the players make their way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match. And they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today, that looks good. Bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Finds the fielder with that shot. Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
End of the first over. The batting team are now on 6 for 9.
The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Doesn't beat the infield. Nice shot, cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Yadav, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Into the second over. The batting team are now on 11 for none.
Bumrah from the north end. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Misses everything. Drilled that one away.
Lovely shot. Cuts it away and nothing the fielder could do to stop that one. That showed great skill, lovely timing, and the boundary was the only place it was heading.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Was quick onto that in the infield.
Into the third over. The batting team are now 19 for none.
Edged. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Hendricks waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
Would have expected a bit more aggression that over. The run rate hasn't really gone up. Need to capitalise on their time at the crease now.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end. Perfectly timed.
Well, he can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Bishnoi, straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
It's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Beats the field with a great shot. Straight to the fielder. That's a confident appeal. Nicked it.
End of the 5th over. The batting team are now on 31.
The left arm unorthodox bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Can't get that outside the ring field. drilled that one away. Yada has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless.
Finding some gaps, another steady over, getting themselves set to attack the last 4 overs of the power play perhaps.
Bishnoi from the north end.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Goes over the top with that shot. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. India managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Klassen, taking guard, has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Finds the fielder with that shot. Perfectly timed. Doesn't beat the infield. Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Patel, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the south end. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Drilled that one away. Nice shot, but straight to gully. End of the over, and it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum. Bishnoi from the north end. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Square cut, finds point, no run. Amazing reflexes, and that's stuck. Great grab. Out! What a screamer!
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Finds the edge. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Pandya, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. Cuts that off well in the infield. Misses everything. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
End of the 13th over. The batting team are now on 65 for 5.
Singh, the left-arm medium-fast bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. Needs to be on target. Perfectly timed.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Jansen has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Pandya from the north end. Brilliant. That'll take some catching.
Too much width and you're asking for trouble. It was so well timed and it just flew over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. The bowler looks really confident.
Not a bad innings, was really starting to up the run rate, but cut short, a really important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Square cut, finds point, no run. Couldn't get it through the field. No, terrible shot.
Great shorter ball. Well played though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Good shot, a beauty.
Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Was quick onto that in the infield. It's going a long way. What a shot.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? They've gone up here.
Well, dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Nicked it. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Edged. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
End of the over. The score is now 97 for 6.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. Knocks him over. First ball of the over.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
With 4 of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. This could be out. Tries to flick it past backward square, but that'll be an easy catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Edge, but it drops safely. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Bowler seems convinced it was a good shout. It was definitely close.
Well, the review was already a bit of an afterthought. They didn't look confident, and they lose the challenge.
Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful. Onto that early, that could be 4.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Wow, that's missed the lot. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there. Pandya from the north end. India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Huge edge. Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Nearly gets the edge. Pandya. With a great delivery there. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. I didn't hear or see anything. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Pandya has had a pretty good over, just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Bumrah to wrap up the innings. It's a full toss and worked off the patch nicely. Did well before.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment. Can he come back with a dot ball?
And the innings comes to an end. India will need 118 runs. I think the openers are going to be pretty confident coming out to bat. It's a small total to chase down, and this should be comfortable. The bowlers are going to have to need a bit of luck.
Here we go. First ball.
Drilled that one away. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Nice shot, but straight to gully.
Jaiswal watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Edge, but it drops safely. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Got that away nicely. Five runs added in that over. India are 5 for none. Miller, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south end. Power and precision in that shot.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the edge. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Perfect, right out of the middle, and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Markram, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Edged. A big one, 12 runs out of there. India, 17 for none.
2 overs gone in the power play, and the batters are off to a good start here. ahead of the required run rate.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Square cut, finds point, no run. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Couldn't get it through the field. Big edge, where's that going? 6 runs added in the over. India, 23 for none. Miller from the south end. Great shot through the gap.
Just sheer power off the back foot. No need to worry about running.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Straight to the fielder. Oh, great shot on the up. Didn't try to hit it too hard. And through the air, but 4 more.
Quickly into position, and a very successful sweep brought that boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Massive outside edge. Over India, 31 for none.
That's 4 overs down in the power play, and they've batted really well. Good running and shot making sees them ahead of the required run rate at the moment.
The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Doesn't beat the infield.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Nine runs out of there. India 40 for none.
The bowlers have been steady. Just some bad balls amongst the good deliveries, which sees their opposition ahead of the required run rate at the moment.
Jensen, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. Oh my, that's racing away.
No point running for that one. It was a four the moment it left the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. That is quite extraordinary. Gill, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it flies over the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Was quick onto that in the infield. With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish.
And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle.
bowler looks really confident. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Massive outside edge. End of the over, India 54 for none. Jensen from the south end.
Well, dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
That's gone for six. That is a huge one. There's plenty from these bowlers.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
Jensen shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. That's going to be six. It's going way back into the crowd there.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for six. This innings is starting to build.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you've just got to accept it and move on. Brilliant stuff. Opened the shoulder and lofted that over cover. That'll be six more.
All the way. Got it right out of the middle.
Jensen finishes off a nice over there, but still nothing to show for it just yet. I feel a breakthrough is coming.
They've got through the power play with a very good run rate. They can afford to work the ball with a little bit more risk now.
Maharaj, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Goes over the top with that shot.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Gill has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Up and over the top. There's always more room in the air. One bounce and four, fantastic shot.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Out. Good catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and they've taken a good catch.
This is a great wicket to take. Just look to be building a solid innings and at a really good run rate. Perfect time to take a wicket.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. Mulder, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
On the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Needs a direct hit. That looks gone. Oh, great running.
They've looked threatening but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves having gotten out after a start.
Yeah, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be at maximum.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary. How will he reply?
Crack. It's another massive maximum. 2 in a row. Bowler under pressure now.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
Markram, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Too good. That is huge.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
End of the over. India at 116 for 2.
Well, they've just kept going, haven't they? If a wicket falls now, the rest of the batters can probably come in with a really aggressive mindset.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Extremely comfortable win, just brilliant on so many levels. You can't compete with that level of skill shown. It was a masterclass. A very one-sided contest. The result was never really in doubt.